gunshots. I remember, man. I'm just trying to get these fruit snacks going, man.
Yo, Curren, so you know you're our favorite interview. Like you and Bun.
Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Is that why y'all laid out snacks?
Yeah,
y'all
of course.
lay out snacks for everybody else?
This is a food podcast.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So when
Okay.
when Gunplay came up here, we made him sea bass, obviously, right?
And when you came over, we got you 3 boxes of, snacks for when you're...
Y'all made sea bass for Gunplay and y'all went to the fucking bodega for
Listen, Gunplay's a crazy person. Would you want to mess around with him?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I wasn't going to raise no hell. I'm good with these, man.
What's happening?
Just chilling out. I'm just,
You're just in the neighborhood.
any snacks,
Yeah.
man? Just chilling out. Trying to find a place where I could burn a doobie.
All right.
And replenish my snack meter.
Yep.
And I did both of those things here, so I can't complain.
Congratulations on your new album.
Yeah, man. Canal Street Confidential. Any opportunity that I get to tell people about it,
Sure.
I get really excited.
It's your duty too, yeah.
So Friday marks the first time in years
that
people have been able to go to a store and physically purchase my music.
Yeah.
Like, to have a CD in their hand.
Yo,
Does it come with Fruit by the
Usually I'm
Foot?
digital, you know what I'm saying? So, no, it doesn't come with Fruit by the Foot. My next album will be partnered with packages. It'll probably be shrink wrapped in it.
listen, you do one with Wiz, then you do one with Fruit by the Foot.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Man. Absolutely.
No, but the funny thing is, I feel like you're like exactly what the internet sort of demands right now, where you just like, I'll put out a lot of content and I'm going to tour and that's how I'm going to make my money.
That's exactly what I do. And I preach that formula to people when they get a little bummed about the industry. I'm like, yo, what you do is make sure that you put out enough product for these people to hear, and then they want to see you.
Yeah.
They want to see you. When they see you, they're going to want to hear this stuff, so then you get paid then.
And by the way, that's the one thing that they can't like illegally download.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right, like a
There's
personal
no way
experience,
they
yeah.
They can't steal that, so you got to go. They still got to pay you for that.
We've seen you a bunch of times. There was a Complex show like
Yep.
last year in Brooklyn.
Yep, we
There
saw
was-
you in Irving Plaza.
Yeah.
There was a whole slew of kids who were just slumped up against the wall like an hour or two before you even started.
But do you remember?
Perfect show.
I'm
Well,
sure.
they don't hydrate themselves properly.
Listen,
You gotta drink. You gotta be, fully hydrated before you come out to one of those events.
You-
especially if you're gonna participate.
you should be sponsored by like Aqua Hydrate or something.
Yeah, yeah.
As well, hook it up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here for sponsorships.
That's it? Mm-hmm.
We're trying to get this special cake thing going. Kellogg's. Let's do it. We're in here. We got the products out here. We got the products here.
Well, what makes a good food to eat while you're high?
Something that's not gonna dry you out. See, these are good if you have the proper beverage.
See, I feel like
Granola,
these are good because
salted pretzel chocolate. This sounds like the worst thing,
But
when
the
you're
best.
totally stoned,
Isn't it
but
just
it's a
like-
good flavor? It's gonna be a good experience, but you're gonna have a tough time. You're gonna need it.
But isn't it all bold flavors that you want?
That's what you want.
Okay.
You want something to almost wake you up. You're totally. If you're as torched as I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Currently- Are you-
currently?
So you need something like this. This Fruit by the Foot was just a jolt of strawberry flavor. You know what
It's
I'm
just
saying?
right.
And I was up and ready. It's like, all right, let's do this motherfucking cast. You know what I'm saying? This right here would have done the same thing. It's pretty good. You guys got some good stuff. I'm not a fan of Pop-Tarts, and I never really...
Just in
Are
general.
you sure you're a smoker?
I never check it out. I never had, and I got friends who don't even put them in a toaster. They just open them and just walk around eat them all day. I never had a Pop-Tart in my life. So I don't want to say I'm not a fan. I never even had one.
You just never got put on?
Yeah, I've seen them. And
Yeah.
I've always, people's parents have made Pop-Tarts for me. And I've politely wrapped them up in paper towels and disposed of them.
All right.
Nobody was looking. But I never,
How do you
I
do
never
that
ate
discreetly?
just sit there until they walk away and disperse of it. You know what I'm saying? Ask to be excused to the restroom.
Yeah.
And take it with you.
What a polite guy.
Yeah, I never ever want to be. Oh, I don't eat that because, I'm at y'all's house.
Yeah, of
so
course.
I can't make.
Yes, please enjoy our Pop-Tarts.
I'll waste them and go throw them in. The
Yeah, that's when
I
Currency's
probably
gonna-
should have said something.
No, all good.
They could have did something. With it.
How did you get to be best friends with Wiz in the first place?
I don't know.
Like, where do you run into him in the first place?
The internet.
For real?
He hit me on
MySpace or something?
MySpace and was like, yo, we should do some records. And then
You said no.
I didn't say no, but I'm living in the fog, so I was just like, yeah, I'll do it in a minute, and I forgot. you read things and you think in the midst of smoking that you responded, because I responded with my mind. Like when I read it, I was like, word, me and dude probably would make some good stuff. So I thought that I typed that out. And
Right.
I didn't. So then MySpace went away.
Yep.
And here comes Twitter. When I finally get a Twitter, like my first day or two of Twitter, I'm like seeing people like attacking me. It's like, hey, Wiz got at you to do songs, man. Why didn't you do songs with him? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I that's how I really got involved in Twitter. I'm like, yo, if y'all know where he is, tell him my bad. Like, let's do the records, man. I was just, you know.
Have you ever
doing my
used
thing.
that to your advantage and
Yeah,
like
fly.
just like get all of your fans to just
To
get
do
at somebody?
stuff? Yeah. Just recently, I wanted to reach out to Fabulous. I had never met him, so I just was like, yo, who knows, homie? And then within, I don't know, it might have been like 10 minutes. We was on
Somebody
the phone.
knew him.
Yeah, it was like on the phone. So
For real?
Yeah, so that's the power.
The power of the internet.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's cool. But people want to see, people want those collaborations and stuff too. So they want to do whatever they could do to make it happen.
So did you do that collaboration with Fab?
Nah, we just lined it up.
Okay.
We're talking about working
In your
right now.
mind, you
Right.
made it happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we didn't create the record yet, but we have made the connection and made the plans to line up, so it's all good.
So back to Wiz for a second. He's probably your best friend in the rap industry, right?
Yeah, that's who
Like he's a real friend, right?
yeah, that's legit. That's a legit statement.
Like what makes him a good friend? Like he'll pick up the phone when you call.
I don't know.
Like you guys
We
can talk like
we don't
real
have to
shit?
Call. We don't call each other.
You don't call each
You know what
other,
I'm saying? We
It's just in your
alive.
mind.
And that's when that's your friend.
right?
When it's like, all right, it doesn't matter. I'm touring.
Yeah,
Dude's probably teaching his kid karate
probably.
or something right now. You know what I'm saying? So when we do run into each other, it won't even matter what the distance was or how long we hadn't how long we hadn't chopped it. It'll just be like before we had anything going on and we hung out every day. So that's how you know.
Yeah, because I feel like there's a lot of like people that probably wouldn't be great friends in the rap industry, just in general.
I mean, on the outside looking in, it looks like I'm like probably not too good of a friend, because I see like when I look at stuff about us, all they talk about is like I missed the wedding,
well,
and all this kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? But man.
well,
I mean, to be fair, like we missed the wedding too,
That's
so
true.
like that's fine.
Yeah.
All right,
So
and
we're on the
still
same
good.
level, yeah.
We're
Yeah.
still good with all of y'all. So there we have it.
By the way, so every time that we've seen Wiz, he has a fantastic memory.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the same thing?
I think that mine is. I think I might be I might have the better memory.
For real?
Okay.
He's got a really good
might
memory.
have-
Wait,
I might
how do you
have-
guys
I
have
might
such
have
good
the
memories,
memory.
but you guys smoke like all the
Well,
time?
I don't think, because I think that's a misconception. I think what weed does, it might mess up your short term memory.
Gotcha.
Like right, you know, but your stuff that's important to you remember that.
So you're good with faces and names?
Just not in responding to Wiz.
Yo, in my mind, I responded.
Yo, when we first met you, which was maybe during the Stoned Immaculate run, and we did that MTV interview with you
Yeah.
at MTV. Afterwards, you're like, "Yo, what else can we do? This was dope." And we're like, "Let's do a song." And you're like, "Bet."
Absolutely.
And you're like, "Here's my information. Let's get it done now." We're like, "This is amazing." We're like, "Someone does this on time."
Yeah.
So unheard of.
Yeah.
Then began the process that went on for like
Okay.
a year and a half.
But look, check it out.
No, but let me just say the best thing was like we would text you and you'd be like, "I'm on it, I got it, like I'm gonna get it to you by this point." And then at a certain point we wouldn't hear from you, so we hit up Musa, and then like it was just like that was not happening. And then it's just like all these green bubbles on one side, and then you'd finally respond and be like, "I be high," and we're like, obviously we want you on a song called
like,
Sugar High.
yo,
This is the
man,
whole point.
I got you. That's all
And then
it was.
the best part of this is the ending, which is that one day I'm on Nah Right. I mean, every day I'm on Nah Right, but one day I was just looking and I see there's a video blog of you down in Miami. And I was just like, let me just see this just to see what he's up to. And I hear our music in the background, and I was just like, holy shit, it's happening.
Yeah,
and you
man.
delivered it,
Yeah, you did.
and it's amazing. We still didn't put the song out yet, but we got it. We got
Yep,
your verse. We got
yep,
Smoke Diss's
yep.
verse.
And good thing that we bothered you for a long time because we didn't put it out.
I know that's the best
No,
part.
the best part is, and we'll tell you this off the air, what the video concept is going to be, because it's going to be unbelievable.
I'm down. And the vocals that you guys laid, incredible.
Oh, thank you very
The
much.
R&B as well as the rap.
It's good memory.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I'm not fronting.
What is the best airport you've been on?
Charlotte.
Why is
They got
that?
the most? Their food selection is crazy. Each terminal is an abundance of local barbecues
Yeah.
as well as nationwide. I think there's Chili's, like a little mini Fridays.
You going to get something even if you're flying early?
Even if I'm running late, man.
Oh, all
I
right.
don't give a shit. It's going down over there. You got to get something.
Sure. You're not buying anything on the plane?
Well, nah, I get those snack boxes.
Yeah.
And sometime, they'll come out with that little first class meal that you want to eat.
Yep.
But more often than not, it's something that I don't eat. Because I don't eat eggs, and it's a lot of stuff.
No
I'm
eggs,
just
no
real-
Pop-Tarts.
I'm weird
So
about-
much stuff
I'm
that you have
weird
to
about
like,
that stuff,
put in
yeah.
paper towels and then hide from the moms.
Yeah. So it's a grip of stuff that I'm weird about. So, but snack boxes, I'll do that. 'Cause
Yep.
I can make the little cheese and crackers and the little salami joints and make the little sandwiches,
Yep.
Lunchables, whatever. I'll
You're
be
creative
all
with
right.
it.
Yeah.
Well, what's the worst airport then?
I would say my guess would be Salt Lake City because they have that box for smoke. Like it's like a cage that they put smokers in.
I didn't see that.
Like for people who smoke cigarettes?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The worst one. I don't know. I'm pretty cool.
Well, what do you do when you're? What's the longest flight you've been on? Have you done like the Australia or the Japan, like those flights?
Not those, but I flew. I don't know what. Well, maybe the longest one was to like Amsterdam or something. Those are painful flights for me.
That's what I'm saying. What do you do?
Yeah, I might have flown
Sleep
like
it
maybe
off?
8 hours the most. I know from the flight to Jamaica was kind of like I woke up 3 times and thought it was over. I always woke up and was like, okay, they should be giving us an announcement about the initial descent.
Nope.
And that's not what was going on. So I don't really care for that. I wish there was another way to do it.
Sure. And you're not even chancing the smoke in the bathroom on the
Hell no.
on the flight.
Nah, I see people do that. I'm an advocate. Go for it. I see people bring those little miniature dab rigs and smoke wax in the plane, and that's probably cool to come out of the bathroom like stoned off of a fucking wax hit and just sit down and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Yep.
I can understand that, but I don't know how else I'll smoke in the air unless I'm like in a private plane.
Right.
Yeah, I'll never try that on a commercial flight.
I was on the Rihanna plane with Rihanna for 7 days, which was a nightmare for a bunch of reasons. But Rihanna did get to smoke on the plane in first class. So shouts to that.
Yeah.
See?
She also spilled champagne on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So shouts to that.
So shouts to you.
you. Yeah.
All right, that's it.
So did you go to high school with Wayne or like middle
I
school?
went to middle school.
Yeah. Does that mean you also went to middle school with Cortez?
Yep.
Did he wear?
Cortez stayed there at that school all the way through high school. Wayne ended up going to another school, but Taz was there the whole time too.
Was he wearing like funny glasses back then too?
They weren't funny. They were just
Not giant and red.
maybe they weren't. I don't even remember if he had on glasses. He might have had some glasses on. He might have had on glasses, but they weren't his industry specs. Yeah. He wasn't wearing his music mogul specs.
Right.
I see him.
Not his behind the
I see him
music.
right there. And
Yeah.
it's cool, man. It's cool.
Well, look.
Got a real fucking.
If they helped
a
out-
mogul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look to him, you know.
Very L.A. Reid.
Definitely make like a caricature of him, like that.
Did you ever see him becoming close to what he is today?
Yeah, because he was. Even though we were all in the same age bracket, he was like we used to call him old. Because it was just like, man, you're just so old, like boring. But he's just structured.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, man, let's do this at such and such o'clock. Let's do this. It's like, fuck, bro.
Well, what is he planning at that age? Like recess?
Just stuff. He's already, but yes, legitimately trying to figure out how to fit the most activities into the 30-minute slot. Where it's like, man, just live your life.
Did he have a clipboard?
In his mind. In his mind, he did.
Wait, so your brother was on No Limit first? Is that right?
Yeah, he dropped Brick Living with Master P. That was a No Limit / Tough Guys Records thing. Master P and one of his friends had formed a little, you help your homies when things are going good, and he helped one of his friends set up a record label, and the first project that they put out was Mr. Marcello Brick Living. So it was a No Limit / Tough Guy Entertainment product.
What year is that about?
Like 2000, I think, right?
Maybe 99.
So
2000, you say?
Listen, I
You
wasn't
guys,
there.
Now check it out.
Yeah.
I know I spoke on how flawless my memory was, but I think, I'm gonna run with 99. Because it ran the span of 99 to 2000.
So
I also want to just point out, Eric and I are not Nardwar, so like we don't know
this is not- we're not
everything.
gonna
No,
pull out.
I know that. Sometimes
A lot of
I
people
have
think
to
that
tell-
white people are all the same, but like, but we are not Nardwar.
No, I know I'm not.
Yo,
I'm not
so
no.
in that 99 2000 era, you had Master P touring with like Snoop. Would you go to those shows?
Yeah, I was around.
Were
I
you
was
just
around
like
at that
were
time.
you,
I
you
wasn't
rolling with them?
rapping,
No, but like would you
but like hanging
hang?
out.
Yeah. And what about with the Cash Money Rough Riders tour when that came around? Really?
No.
Because you kept
I wasn't
separate?
with. Yeah, I wasn't. I hadn't affiliated with Cash Money at that time. That was when it started.
Right.
At that point, I was still more around No Limit.
And so they really drew those boundaries even for like associates.
It wasn't drawn. That wasn't spoken.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
even
yeah.
unspoken.
Yeah.
If you went out somewhere, the city was so small.
Yeah.
You couldn't be like, oh, y'all don't do this and we don't. It
Yeah.
wasn't like that at all.
But you were a soldier.
Yeah,
By
at that
affiliation,
point.
yeah.
At that point, by affiliation,
And-
I was a little soldier at that point.
But and by the way, you must have grown up like loving Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Snoop was tight.
And then when he
Snoop
made that
was
transition
cool.
out of Death Row and became Snoop
And
Dogg.
you got a chance to see him.
Yep.
Yeah, I loved him. Like when I never thought that I would know him when he was Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Yeah.
And then lo and behold, he's hanging out in Baton Rouge.
How crazy was that?
Chilling with C Murder and like
Mia X.
driving around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just going
to like normal places.
Waffle House.
Did he-
Just Snoop Dogg in it?
Did you get a
Yeah.
place down there?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, at that time, Master P was just fucking
Everything.
sneezing, fucking homes and escalators. So, yeah.
Man.
The doghouse then.
Did you go to the doghouse?
No, saw it on BET once. I wasn't like one of those dudes trying to wiggle in and stuff. I didn't really even think I was gonna do music. It just so happened that I knew them.
Yeah.
And that's just where I was, that's where I was hanging out.
Yeah, like
But
you
I never pulled nobody to the side and was like, yo, I wrote this.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to do this. It's just when it all came down to it, it was like, what are you doing?
And so what was the
Like,
plan?
What are you doing? And I was like, shit, I probably could do that.
Yeah, what
And
was the plan?
I gave it a go. To be an elementary school teacher.
For real?
Yeah, I want to probably teach kindergarten and just let kids take naps and familiarize them with shapes and colors and all that stuff when they wake up and fucking send them home.
By the way, not dissimilar from what you're doing now.
Kinda.
I went to your Irving Plaza show. All those kids were taking a nap.
And listen, you led kids out of Irving Plaza.
Yeah.
Well,
That
Like
was
you-
was nuts, by the way.
Yeah, you walked through the crowd and like led them all like you were like the Pied Piper.
Down the stairs outside,
It was a perfect show.
and then like they all followed you, and you jumped into your truck and bounced.
I got on out of there.
Amazing.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you know that the people in the crowd are pretty much just like have the same ideals and things like that of you, you can walk through the crowd and nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know who's there. In
Yeah,
a
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
It's just a bunch of me's. Just girl me's and fucking other me's, just smoking and listening to raps. So it's all good.
So
You had Musa on stage swinging flags.
Yeah, I remember this tour. This was
Yeah.
the I don't remember the name of it, but I remember
it was a good tour, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Yeah.
We
But-
made some moves.
So in 99 2000, you didn't go to that Rough Riders Cash Money tour, but
That's when that was. I didn't even know.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
when
yeah,
that was. All right.
were you listening to like the Locks back then?
Yeah.
And that's got to be a trip, like being friendly with them today.
Yeah, that's absolutely like one of the things I'm the most proud of in my career is that in the moves I made, I garnered the respect of people who I respected, and I always listen to the locks, and I always, tip my hat to the verses that Jada, Kiss, and Styles in particular would do together. And now for them, to just call me and ask me if I saw somebody, if I saw a play or if I heard about such and such, I'm like, damn, these are my actual friends.
Yeah.
Like that's my boys, you know what I'm saying? So that's crazy.
And you've toured with Styles.
Yeah, we definitely went on. I don't know the name of that tour either, man. So it's crazy that I said my memory was so awesome. But in regards to the things that I've done, not so much because I'm not really into myself like that. I don't listen to my own music and stuff.
You don't?
Nah.
Do you?
I just
do you own any of your tour T-shirts? No merch, none of that.
Nah. I should have. I wish, you know what I'm saying? This tour in particular, I'm going to grab one of these shirts because my car is on it, so I'll probably get one. It'll probably get stolen from my house, though, so who knows?
How many people do you have coming through your house?
Well, I mean, girls like to keep stuff like that. You can't say no. Like, can I have that shirt? Like, no. Well, it's a you shirt.
Yeah.
Can I have the shirt? Yeah.
You know, when Derek Jeter, before he got engaged, he ran around, and the rumor was that whatever girls came over, he would gift them with a gift basket, right? Of like signed
memorabilia,
and like shirts and stuff. Like this was
That's
a real
tight.
real rumor.
That's like giving. Well, in that instance, that's like they say some of those dudes with that at that status just write checks.
Oh yeah,
but
or like non-disclosure agreements.
This is the same way because like okay, I'm fucking Derek Jeter. eBay all of this stuff if time gets tough. You know what I'm saying? And that's like I gave you some money. You know?
Yeah. Do you have a plan? A backup plan?
No. What do you mean? Like some?
If you had those tour T-shirts?
Baskets?
No. I mean like
give them like
I'm
fruit
not
by the
giving
foot.
anybody anything, man. The experience, and you leave with memories.
Could you imagine if you signed stuff and you're just like, hey, take that with you?
I signed that lighter for you, so don't let anything happen to that.
That's a Jet Life lighter.
If times get tough, you just post it on eBay. Split the proceeds with me.
Do you have an account on eBay? Have you eBayed stuff before?
No,
never bought or sold stuff.
Well, I have purchased cars through eBay, but I don't have.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Cars?
You're not.
Yeah.
No, but you're not going in person to check it out first.
My homie will go and check it out, and he's like, "Yo, checks out." And I'm like, all right, drive it back to the house, and we got it. Yeah, like my first, like my first 6 or 7 cars, like with rap money.
Yep.
Was bought on eBay.
Well, so I'm assuming that the Ferrari that you got after you signed the Warner.
Found it on eBay.
Stop. What?
eBay.
Where?
On eBay.
No, but where? It had to drive from somewhere.
Yeah, from a Ferrari lot. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
People, even at car dealerships and all, they need to advertise and figure out how to get these cars off their lot.
Yep.
So they use eBay too. It wasn't at a house. It wasn't some guy just like come to my house and check out my Ferrari. I'm going to sell it on eBay. The dealer used eBay as a way. All he had to do was make a profile for the cars. But when you go to look at it, it's not at a house. It was just at a lot. So, but I got it on eBay.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you, like by right, I did get it on eBay.
Yep.
But it was a lot purchase. But I found it by way of eBay, and the purchase was made through eBay.
Did you get a good deal on it?
Yeah, I got sweet. Yeah,
All right.
You should get a sensible Dodge Neon.
Nah, man, those are boring. I've checked them out even when they soup them up. I've seen like the neon SRT with the wing and all the graphics and the ground effects, and it's still
Not for you.
neon.
What?
Neon is a more exciting name. It shouldn't be that.
Right.
That car's not a neon. That car's like a 40-watt soft white bulb. Yeah.
So Wody is like becoming popular as like a term that people are using.
It's back.
Well, no,
Yeah.
that's the craziest. The craziest
It's
part
back.
is
It's
that
back.
like people like Ross and people like Drake like claim it
Yeah.
as their own, and they're like, Oh yeah, whoa! I made that up, and that's my.
No, I don't know. Are they?
They're not saying they
I
made
don't
it
think
up.
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying-
did. Because somebody up north was like,
I don't know. You gotta show me documentation.
yeah.
That either of them would say that they made that word up, because both of them have like strong ties to my city.
And I
mean,
feel like
so I don't think
New
it
Orleans
is.
should get more credit than it's been given.
For sure, and
Okay.
we getting ours, but I do not think that happened.
I think Eric is trying to start beef with you and several rappers.
No, I'm really not. I'm really not.
I'm so positive that couldn't happen, because
But-
they know what's up. Like
But,
Drake is what on Drake is Young Money. Rick Ross is always
An affiliate,
hanging out,
yeah.
like on G5s with those guys. He knows what's going on.
Yep.
But what's it called? What New Orleans slang has not like worked out? Like has not like
Nationally, what hasn't come on?
yeah.
What hasn't come on? I don't know, man.
Like New York has like John Blaze that died like a real quick death.
Yo, all right. I wouldn't say it, but if you said it, I would understand. Like if you were like, "Yo, these are the John Blaze snacks," I'd be like, "Well, fuck it. I'm gonna start with these. Then I'm gonna start with the fruit by
You would
foot."
be like,
It
yo,
would
did
still
you just come
apply.
out of like
It would
1993?
still apply. I would still apply. I would be like, damn, like that's cool. Or like that's
That's John
that's
Blaze.
solid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but
Groovy.
because like 70s terms still work.
Yo, also dope.
I would appreciate if somebody said groovy.
Groovy.
I would appreciate groovy,
Yo.
solid. You know,
You should bring that back.
Kind of shit, man.
I don't think that white people can say solid.
Solid.
Yeah.
Until it becomes cool again.
I guess.
When
yeah,
Curren puts it in a song.
Yeah, man, solid. Referring to people as cats.
I just feel like,
You
I
know,
feel like you
this
need
cat,
like
these cats.
These
you
cats.
need like
These
a
cats. That kind of stuff
turtleneck
is
to
cool,
say all
man.
of these things.
And you kind of got to snap instead of applauding. But
Mm-hmm.
you can make it work.
All right, ready? Just because I'm not crazy and to show you that I have a pretty good memory. This is from the Fader. All right.
You bozo.
It's crazy. This is from the Fader. I'll give you an exact date in a
Well,
second.
don't floss and tell me the date.
No,
fucker.
listen. The author says, but whoa, may carry a second meaning here. Working on excellence.
Oh,
Hold
well,
up.
okay,
Hold on. Toronto rapper, producer, and loose OVO sound affiliate Devante, and that's with 2 E's on the end.
Yeah, but nobody's heard of this person.
Broke down, but this went crazy. Broke down the meaning behind those 3 letters in an interview with Noisy. He says, "Woe is my crew. It stands for working on excellence. It's just my whole brand and my whole movement and my way for life for everyone," which is also just what does that mean?
That's just some
Yeah,
dude.
I'm not with that.
No.
and I don't know that dude. That don't count.
That's crazy,
That
right?
doesn't support what you
Woe
said.
is from Wody,
Yeah.
which is from New Orleans.
Yeah.
Let's just make it clear.
Yeah. Now this guy that may be his brand that he's got also, but we know what's what.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
He
dope
knows
brand.
what, like-
Working on excellence.
Whatever, man.
How did you meet Rick Ross? When was the first time you met Ross?
In the Dominican Republic at some kind of DJ thing, mixer.
Yeah.
When you got like your single and you're doing
Yeah.
that shit. This
Yep.
is back when I had Where the Cash at.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
there was this big, big push.
Yeah.
For this shit. So
Glad
I'm
handing
out
all the
there.
DJs. And,
Yeah, I'm out there and fucking. I hadn't smoked no weed in roughly 24 hours, and I smelled it. I was like, damn, who's got weed here? You know what I'm saying? And lo and behold, it's fucking Rick Ross. And I was like, man, that's cool, man. Like, and he's like, yeah, I fuck with your stuff. I'm like, yeah. Let's smoke some of that stuff you got. You know what I'm saying? Referring to Doobie in the Dominican Republic. So we've been cool since then. He had 1 million chains on.
Yeah?
Yeah, like 1 million chains. I had 4 at that time. I was pretty proud of my 4 chains.
Sure.
I had accumulated. And I
You didn't get
remember
those-
walking around the Dominican Republic like, fuck, you know? Fucking like, shit, this is that rap. This is it. It's going down. And then here's fucking this guy. So that happened.
How close did you get to actually signing with Maybach Music?
I mean, we spoke, but I mean, at the time, I was like, yo, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I'm building my, I want the Maybach too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to just build my own thing.
First time we met Ross was
At MTV also.
also at MTV in the Lodge, that same area where we interviewed you.
All right.
And it was the original Maybach Music like crew. So that's That was Ross and Wale and Meek and Pill.
Right, and the first two showed up on time. The second two showed up about a while late, like wildly
really
late. Yeah.
Right. So we're in there with Ross, and first of all, he's sitting in a vibrating chair.
Yeah. So have you ever seen like a dachshund run, or like a basset hound, like across like a long pasture or whatever, a meadow?
Very
a lot of shaking.
Yeah. And he also asked the whole room, he's like, what do you think this chair costs? I don't think anyone came close to like getting it right. But he knew. And secondly, because I think he had one. Secondly, though,
no, we definitely just saw like a catalog.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, and Wale showed up, and he was like, "Yo, Ross," just in front of like Jeff and myself, and like the camera people before we started shooting or anything. He's like, "Yo, Ross, I found the next Lady Gaga, and I want to sign her through you. All I ask for is my 2%." And Ross like sits there for a while, and he thinks about it,
and he goes, "Nah, you
know
get
why?
5%.
Yeah,
you know why? Because you a boss."
And we were just like, oh! We're like, he really says it. He really, really says it. It was amazing. We also heard from producers who have gone down to his place in like Miami to play him beats that he'll sit there and like they'll play the beats and he'll just be like,
oh.
Yeah.
like he'll test out his ad-libs over the beats.
I could believe that. I could believe that. When I hear beats, sometimes I hear my ad-libs like in the beginning. I'll try to see if I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like exactly that. Exactly that.
You
When
spark
I
a
hear
lighter in
beats,
front of the
I'm like,
mic.
yo, if that works, then yeah. Now I'm just always smoking in the booth.
Yeah.
You know, I thought about it the other day. I never realized that I could hear that. I'm listening to,
because you don't listen to your own music.
Yeah, so I'm listening to the tracks on the bus, and I'm hearing the lighter like all through the songs. And I'm like, so that shit is picking up. Like, has that happened my whole life? You know what I'm saying? Like, pretty much, yeah. You know, I guess so, because you just asked me if I do that, and I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm just living. I didn't know. That's like the paper. I always see people saying, it's so authentic. We hear the paper in your raps. I'm like, yeah, I am in there reading the rap off a notebook and into the mic. That's pretty much what's going on.
A lot of your songs are based off of like soul samples from like the 70s, and also from like foreign samples.
Okay,
sure.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
But I was wondering, first of all, what did you listen to growing up?
Smokey Robinson, Marvin Gaye, Michael Jackson, of course. Pretty much whatever my parents did. They whatever my mom would listen to when she was cleaning up. You know? And then I would sneak off also and listen to NWA and all that kind of shit too whenever that would get to my ears. But my dad was big Bob Marley, Still Pulse, groups like that. So I listened to a little bit of everything. And then like in middle school and all, going to that magnet school where Cortez was wearing his normal clothes. There was many different cultures there. You know, I went to a gang of bar mitzvahs and shit, and I fucking did. They had like the initial. That's when I first saw like the first stoner kids who didn't go to class. And, you know what I'm saying? And grunge, and flannels, and Janko jeans and shit. I saw all that kind of shit.
You partake in the Janko jeans?
Nah, I didn't, but
the revolution?
But the music was around, and it was the school we went to. It went from 7th grade to senior high.
Yeah.
So you there in the 7th grade, but you're still seeing kids that's 18 and shit too, and seeing what they into and what they like and shit like that. So I ended up hearing just all kind of shit, like fucking like Stone Temple Pilots and shit like
sure
that, and finding records that I like and just liking shit.
Did you go to any of those Stone Temple Pilots like concerts?
No,
or
hell no, I didn't go to anything. I was a kid, man, but I listened to the music, and I knew I could go home in the same way I could watch Yo or I could watch fucking Rap City. I knew that I would be able to. I could just put it on MTV and hear some of those songs that I know from school and shit too. That my homies up the street don't know.
Yep.
I would go home and listen to it. I never tried to.
You didn't put them on?
Nah, I didn't. I wasn't like around the corner like trying to fucking play Counting Crows. I was like, dog, I'm telling you, man, it'll speak to you, bro. Just close your eyes a little bit. Like,
yo, Cortez, you got that August and everything after.
I never did nothing like that. I listened to it by myself, man.
Who do you think kids spell, or what do you think kids spell wrong more, the word fabulous or the word currency?
Damn. We have to ask him how much flack he gets on Twitter and Instagram at the beginning of school year or at midterm time, because I get a lot of it. It's like, yo, thanks a lot, bro. I've been spelling currency wrong all fucking year, man, and it's all your fault. I'm like, dog, why would you think that there was a dollar sign in that word, you know?
But you never actually spelled it out in your songs, though, like he did, like F-A-D-O-L-O-U-S.
Yeah, it was his. Yeah, he definitely shouldn't have done that. But, I mean, you see mine, so you should have known it's a play. If you get in trouble for spelling currency with a dollar sign, man, you knew better.
It's your own
fault.
It's
like spelling it with fucking like using Batman symbols.
Yeah.
And, you know, come on.
Were you always currency?
No.
What was your...
For 2 weeks, I was 5'3".
5'3"?
And then I grew a little bit more. And then I was like, damn, well, I come up with something that I can just stay, because I can't just keep changing my fucking rap name.
Yeah, what if you kept growing?
A little bit, so it would have been rough, so... Imagine the art budget. They keep changing the fucking album cover.
Oh, that would have been bad.
Shit, so,
new contracts and all that.
I locked in on something.
Did you play any sports?
What?
Coming up?
Yeah. I played a little football, a little basketball.
What positions?
Like park stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
5'3" center.
Yep.
No. Nah, I played a little running back, and I played a little fucking... I don't know, I played defense. I was everywhere.
Yeah.
I was one of those little dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he's pretty good. Just put him everywhere. That probably was in front of my house. We probably played, like, football.
So you didn't play for school?
No, man.
All right.
But at that point, everybody was already, like, leaps and bounds, like, bigger than me. And, like, going through life changes that I hadn't gone through yet. So
you were just 5'3". Yeah.
So I didn't want to play football or anything like that no more.
So then where'd the name Currency come from?
Just sitting up one day, and I'm like, all right, what's it gonna be? And there's a few names I'm thinking about, and Marcelo was like, of the list of what I had, like, Currency could work, because then we could, like, be a group, and we was gonna make a group called the Paper Chasers. That's what we were gonna do, and he's like, so yeah, that'll work.
That would've been good.
And, and so I kept it.
Was Paper Chaser spelled correctly?
It probably had a Z in it.
Or like a cent sign?
I'm sure it ended with a Chasers. I'm sure we did. For this, we could say that, yeah.
Andrew Barber from Fake Shore Drive,
okay,
out of Chicago,
said
that, he said today, actually, that Wayne is the most influential artist of his generation. Do you believe that, and did you see that coming?
Did I see it coming? I see it coming. I saw it happening. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see it coming, because at that point I'm like hanging right there. Like, while that's going on, the point where the world was like, this dude's the best rapper alive, I was like, we was like playing PlayStation. So I didn't really step out of the bus and see what really was going on. So it's like, I don't know, I guess, you know what I'm saying? That's the homie. He's cool with me. You know, y'all think he's, you know, that, and that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't see it happening. I saw the impact. You know, I saw the crowds growing, and I saw like venues changing. So I noticed that, but I didn't know what strings he was pulling. You know what I'm saying, in the game. And I think whoever hits that stride has a large amount of influence, because people always try, instead of they try to duplicate people's success and try to emulate whatever they do. So that's what makes that spread and makes the influence like that. Whereas he got all of that going because it was original and it didn't sound like anybody. Then you might have other people trying to do shit that he did, you know.
When you were playing PlayStation with him, did you believe that he would be the best PlayStation player alive?
The most influential.
John Madden, I thought he would be cutting edge, legendary Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you could see it.
Guy.
He was just like juking.
Wouldn't stop playing.
Yeah.
That and the PGA, this golf thing he would play online.
He would play the golf.
Yeah, he played that shit all day.
But now,
I was into Gran Turismo and games like that. That was my thing.
Did you ever get into like those, like, remember when Soulja Boy and Bow Wow were like betting Lamborghinis? Did you ever get into like that level?
No.
Or the
when
game.
that was going on, I didn't have a Lamborghini to bet.
No, but now you have Ferraris that you got off eBay.
Nah, I don't want to bet them on fucking games. I don't even play a lot of games right now. I play Grand Theft Auto occasionally and shit, but I don't fuck around too much no more.
Wait, are you a drinker?
Celebratory beverages. I have some champagne or something for things, something's going on and it's a good spirit, then yeah, but I'm not just by myself in the house with a fucking...
Well, no, I mean, I wasn't saying like, so are you sad?
But drinking, I got a homie who tells me that it comes with success too, though. So it's not.
Yeah, but drinking in the house.
Nah, I got a homie who drinks. What's this shit? 1942.
Oh, Patron or whatever.
Yeah, some kind of.
I don't know. You're talking to somebody who doesn't drink.
All right, he drinks 1942. And
I think it's a tequila,
he drinks
though.
it in his house by himself.
Sure.
Just looking at his art. He buys art and he's like, shit, man, shit's going good. And he'll just drink, and he's not sad at all.
By the way, are we sure it's 1942?
It's 19-something.
It's 1492.
That's
it's
what I
the
thought.
year-
It was, yeah, 1492.
Well, I have no
What?
idea. No,
Yeah, or
I don't
like
think.
1472.
It's gotta be. It's
1472.
1472.
1472.
It can't be 1492.
Yeah, no, that seems like a very recognizable name.
That's too
I was
easy.
making a joke, but
1942. It can't be.
No, because that's like
Yeah.
that's like World War II.
All right,
Like
we're talking about World War II. We're talking about Christopher Columbus. So no way, man. It's gotta be some other number. It's gotta be 7.
or what was the
well, what?
no, wasn't there was a Jermaine Dupri album like Life.
Fuck, that was
1472, yeah.
Did you just say that?
No,
That's what
yeah, I
it
said
was?
yeah.
So it's not.
It's not that?
It can't
Oh,
be.
we're
Well,
so
unless he
lost.
made the tequila. Like the music of his album.
Just chill out, man. Let's get to the bottom of it.
Is 1472 your code to get into your phone?
No, is it?
It's
It's Don
1942.
Julio, right?
Oh,
Oh,
it is Don
yeah,
Julio?
maybe.
Yeah, I know that much. Don
Does anyone
Julio.
know?
That's a tequila. I know that.
19. It's got-
Get Little John on the phone.
Do you have Lil Jon's number?
Don Julio. It's 1942.
1942?
It's 1942.
All right.
That's exactly what it is. What you said, it certainly wasn't. It's what it is. It's what I said the first time.
Yo, stay close to the mic so you
Yo,
know.
I'm
so
gonna
the
get
people
right
know.
in the mic. What I said the first time, 1942, is exactly what it is. It's Don Julio, 1942.
It would be so crazy if I
what you
looked
said
over.
it wasn't is what it is.
I am so sorry.
All right, and you didn't try to pull it up.
No, you're right.
And you usually go for your phone. You try to for the woe
usually,
definition.
I was 1 for 1.
But you didn't try to search for this 1942.
It would
and
have
that's
been
exactly what it is.
It would have been so amazing if I looked over and it was just like ESPN.com. You're like, oh yeah, it's 1942.
I would have been on Cartoon Network app. No, I definitely was on Google. It's 1942.
speaking
they got 3
of-
different bottles.
Speaking of popping bottles, do you remember your verse? Do you remember like your verses on
All I remember to that verse, popping bottles, that remix, that beat we did, yeah,
Yep.
I know, is that I said I got so high I forgot how to read.
Yeah, it's great.
When I said that, like everybody in the studio was like, "Oh, well, I don't even want to be on the song." Like
Yeah.
you won.
It's so great.
Nobody wanted to do a
It
verse
was-
no more. They're like, "Damn, well, nobody's gonna say
It was
nothing
off
like
dedication.
sillier than that." Like you won. Bro. It was a victory right there. I remember I said that, and everybody was like, "Fuck."
Did you ever forget how to read?
Nah, but I thought it was funny.
What-
when
You know,
thought
I
about
thought that you
I
lived
know.
what you rapped in your rhymes,
Oh,
and it
yeah.
turns out that rappers are just making things up.
it. Yeah, well, that right there was a lie right there.
And
And I didn't say I forgot. I said I thought I forgot. So I
maybe
thought
it's
I
true.
did. Yeah, I thought I forgot. Yeah.
Do you prefer to go first if you're gonna like rap in a like on a song with 2 other guys, 3 other people?
It don't matter. As soon as I'm finished writing, I'm just down
That's
to
it.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I finish first, then I'll just go there first.
Would you ever rewrite a verse?
Nah,
No.
I said what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. You
Yeah.
know? That's what the beat told me to do. So, I wouldn't change it.
We had Jadakiss on, and we were talking about the game's One Blood remix with like 27 people.
I remember that.
So, and he didn't know,
How
by the
long
way.
was that song?
Yo,
bro?
way too
Not long enough.
Stop.
They said it couldn't be an hour long, and they were wrong.
I think I still have it actually in my iTunes.
I just want to know how long it was. Though,
I'm pretty
bro.
sure it was like 26 minutes. Just like blah,
No
blah,
beat
blah,
change.
blah,
on
blah,
nothing.
blah, blah, blah,
The greatest.
blah,
The greatest is Yeah, I have it in my
Oh,
phone.
that's great.
I have it in my phone as One Blood remix featuring everyone.
Damn. 26 minutes?
We'll see right here.
Yeah, we're just going to sit here for the next 26 minutes in silence.
No, you want to know what it is? Just short of 12 minutes.
Stop.
Yeah.
Really?
Do you want to hear it?
It feels like an eternity.
I believe that it would have been 26 minutes.
The game, when he reached out, didn't tell them that there were going to be 1 million people on it.
He was just like, give me a verse.
Yeah. And then he just put them all together.
That's crazy.
So, where would you like to be in the 27 people? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth?
Hey, first is all right, because by the time you realize it's going like that, you might stop. So at least I got you with the first one.
Do you smoke before you go into movies?
Yeah.
Just to get through those 2-3
you
hours,
have
whatever?
to.
You have to?
Yeah, you can't watch movies without smoking before you go in.
Do you leave the theater and then go re-up?
If it's tough, if it's tough, if I'm on a date and I know I gotta like keep kicking it, I probably go to the car and burn one like halfway through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I know that she'll brief me on what I missed. You know what I'm saying? But if it's really a terrible movie, and it's just me or just me and the homies, I just bail. I'm like, yo, y'all know what's up. I'm out of here. You know, I'll just go smoke one. I've seen pictures in Denver. There's supposed to be a theater there where you can smoke weed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. So.
I do like how you call them pictures, though. That's classy.
Yeah, I saw a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving pictures.
Yeah.
Nickelodeons.
That's right.
Yeah. I'll take the credit for that because I wasn't talking about that.
Oh.
I literally saw a photograph of a movie theater in Denver where people could smoke weed and watch motion pictures.
Yo, but you should start calling them pictures now.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I just did. I was just doing that, and you gave me credit.
It's gonna be the new
1920 swag.
Yeah,
That's coming back.
See, I'm actually about to go and see a picture in a bit.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you only date girls who smoke as much as you do?
Nah, I'd rather smoke a girl who doesn't smoke as much as I do because I can keep my weed.
You just said I'd rather smoke a girl.
Oh, well, I'm high. So I would rather date a girl who didn't smoke as much as I do so that I could conserve my weed.
Could you date a girl who regularly stole stuff from your apartment?
No.
No, like we were talking about before with the T-shirts and like.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's not stealing. That's asking for it. You know, I still say it's stealing, but that's asking.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But klepto, no, I couldn't kick it with a klepto.
Asking is just polite stealing.
Yeah, it is because you know I'm not gonna say no. So you could have just took it anyway.
What's the longest car trip you've been on?
The ride over here.
Yeah.
Traffic's crazy right now. They're lighting the tree today, so it's nuts out there.
It
was inside.
Is that true?
Asleep 3 times and I smoked a joint and I fell asleep 3 more times.
Did you ever consider like getting a spot up here or no?
I had one once.
Did you really?
Yeah, I used to live on Duane Street.
Really?
Like in Tribeca. In 2009 and 10, I had a little spot out there.
What drew you to Tribeca?
Huh?
What drew you to Tribeca?
Bubby's.
Oh
restaurant.
yeah. Yep.
Bubby's was right down the street, and fuck.
With the donuts and everything.
Bubby's had everything.
Yeah.
They got yellow cake.
Yeah.
Chocolate frosting cupcakes. Very good grass-fed burgers over there. Fucking strawberry lemonade, lemon press. They're making their own sodas over there.
Damn.
Check them out. You know what I'm saying?
So you bought an apartment.
Based on the quality of the eatery, it's true. Yeah, that's what I did.
Same reason that Jay and Beyonce got a place in Tribeca. You know?
Come on.
Bubby's.
I think they got a spot in New Orleans.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you?
So do Brad Pitt and Angelina.
Yeah.
Jolie, that is.
Have you hung out with? Well, actually, that would make sense because her sister lives in New Orleans.
Also, he invested a bunch of money after Katrina.
No. I was talking about Jay and Beyonce.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying Solange has a place.
Sorry, I thought we were talking about a different set of
famous people.
Yeah.
But Solange and her husband live down there.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
So, okay, we had August Alsina on recently, too.
All right.
And we gave him a hard time for missing your music video, by the way.
Oh,
but
sorry. He
said he was, he had surgery.
Yeah.
And he was like,
we didn't give him a hard time like that.
I know.
Jesus. Not heartless.
Right.
But we love that song, first of all.
That's cool, man. I'm glad.
Yeah. No, and he said that you heard the beat with him on it previous, and you were just like, I want to get on that song. What was the phone call to Wayne like?
Yo, you feel like rapping? That's all. That's all I do. I just asked him, like, yo, you feel like rapping? And he was like, yeah, send it. And I sent it. And he sent it back the next day.
That's great.
And, you know, now we fucking on tour. I'm fucking promoting Canal Street Confidential now.
Well, do you see him regularly when you're moving around down there?
I mean,
or he lives in...
we all move around so much, but if we end up in the same city, we make an effort to line up. You know what I'm saying? In New Orleans, like whenever he in New Orleans, I'm not down.
Yeah.
But if I'm in Miami and he's in Miami, we'll try and line up. Or if he's on tour, and like I know last time we lined up, and last year we bumped into each other just twice. He had a show in Chicago when I had one the next day. Mm-hmm. So I went. We lined up then, and then in Ohio once.
Nice.
Later on. So when we lined up in Ohio, that's when he was telling me about doing the Louisiana festival.
Yep.
And it turned out just as crazy as he was describing it to be.
And do you still run into people from middle school who are just like, who still live down there? And
yeah, because I drive around a lot, so I'm always.
That's why I felt like it was weird for you to live up in New York, like if you can't drive around.
Yeah, I know. That's why I moved. That was the torture about it. I had a little BMX bike, and I used to whip around. On
Did you really?
A PK Ripper that I had, but
would you take the subway at all?
Nope.
Not even to experience it?
I rode with my homeboy one time, and a lady came in there and told me that she was gonna set herself on fire, and I was like, all right, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? So when I got off, that was the last time I got on. Yeah, she was like, I'm gonna set myself on fire today.
Yo, she's lit.
Like, all right. Yeah, I don't know what she wasn't at the moment, but I was gone before it got lit.
I've been in the city now for like 8 years. That's never happened to me. There's been a lot of things that have happened to me, but who's on Canal Street Confidential?
Well, you know Wayne's on it. The South Scene is on it. Wiz is on there. That's a given. That's my brother. K Camp. Future's on there. I feel like that might be it. Some of my homies from the set, Fiend, Kobe Boy P, of course, they on there. That's it. Lloyd. Damn, as I think, I got a grip of people on there. Lloyd's on there too, man. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Ty Dollar Sign.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
And you and Ty connected, obviously, because you both had dollar signs in your name.
Absolutely. That's the sole reason.
That's it.
Why.
That's straight up.
Dollar signs unite. We are born with these rings.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And once you turn 18, they start glowing, and then you find everybody who has one.
Yep.
And then you guys unite. So
I'm with it. Yeah. We should put the dollar sign in our name, Rosenthal, you know?
Do it, man.
Yeah.
You do it, and when your ring gets in, just turn it clockwise.
We will.
Once it starts bleeping, we'll find you.
Before we finish, the most important question, and we ask you this all the time, every time we see you, where's the Rockefeller chain? And
can we have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bring it next time.
Please.
Legitimately, next interview... Fine. I don't know how y'all gonna divvy it up.
Well, look,
it's fine. We'll kill each other.
I mean, do whatever y'all want to do. Do whatever you want to do. But the next time we line up, I'll sit it right there.
Oh,
it's all good.
It's
no
the greatest.
problem.
Yeah,
no
it's
problem.
like
if I light up a joint on that couch.
Yeah.
I'll come back. All right. I'll bring that. I'll sit down. I'll fucking light a joint right there, and that'll be.
Because it's either like give it to us or
Fair
eBay
square.
it, whatever, you know.
Nah, just don't eBay it.
Yeah.
Keep it forever.
Yes.
Keep it forever. Bring it to everything.
Okay, we'll do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every time, any show, every time y'all get fucking TV shows, movies.
Yep. Yeah.
Have it on set.
Yo.
Have it on display.
Right.
Put it around dogs. Do something. Make sure that it's in.
None of what you're saying is crazy, by the way. Like,
all right. I know who I'm talking to. I know. I'm almost giving y'all suggestions.
I know.
So definitely do these things. And we got to deal.
It's always great to see you.
Oh man.
Thanks for coming up to the Upper West Side. And congratulations on the new album.
Thanks, man. I hope y'all dig it, man.
Of course.
For sure.
Oh, wait, real quick. Are you going to be touring in support of it?
I'm touring right now.
Right now?
I got a show tomorrow at Irving Plaza, and if y'all don't show up,
first of all,
never come in here.
No, well, yeah.
First of all, we're there.
We're
Second
there.
of all, we're going to be sitting on the side,
helping
slumped.
kids.
Yeah.
Helping revive kids. That's cool.
I'm Eric.
I'm Jeff.
Jet life.
Yeah.
Out. And
Right.
I didn't. So then MySpace went away.
Yep.
And here comes Twitter. When I finally get a Twitter, like my first day or two of Twitter, I'm like seeing people like attacking me. It's like, hey, Wiz got at you to do songs, man. Why didn't you do songs with him? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I that's how I really got involved in Twitter. I'm like, yo, if y'all know where he is, tell him my bad. Like, let's do the records, man. I was just, you know.
Have you ever used that to your advantage and like just like get all of your fans to just get at somebody?
Stuff? Yeah. Just recently, I wanted to reach out to Fabulous. I had never met him, so I just was like, yo, who knows, homie? And then within, I don't know, it might have been like 10 minutes. We was on
Somebody
the phone.
knew him.
Yeah, it was like on the phone. So
For real?
Yeah, so that's the power.
The power of the internet.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's cool. But people want to see, people want those collaborations and stuff too. So they want to do whatever they could do to make it happen.
So did you do that collaboration with Fab?
Nah, we just lined it up.
Okay.
We're talking about
In your mind, you made it happen.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we didn't create the record yet, but we have made the connection and made the plans to line up. So it's all good.
So back to Wiz for a second. He's probably your best friend in the rap industry, right?
Yeah, that's who
Like he's a real friend, right?
Yeah, that's legit. That's a legit statement.
Like what makes him a good friend? Like he'll pick up the phone when you call.
I don't know.
Like you guys can talk like
we
real
don't have to
shit.
Call. We don't call each other.
You don't call each other.
You know what I'm saying? We just
It's just in your
alive.
mind.
And that's when that's your friend.
Right.
When it's like, all right, it doesn't matter. I'm touring.
Yeah.
Dude's probably jolt of strawberry flavor. You know what
It's
I'm
just
saying?
right.
And I was up and ready. It's like, all right, let's do this motherfucking cast. You know what I'm saying? This right here would have done the same thing. It's pretty good. You guys got some good stuff. I'm not a fan of Pop-Tarts, and I never really.
Just in
Are
general.
you sure you're a smoker?
I never check it out. I never had, and I got friends who don't even put them in the toaster. They just open them and just walk around eat them all day. I never had a Pop-Tart in my life. So I don't want to say I'm not a fan. I never even had one.
You just never got put on?
Yeah, I've seen them. And
Yeah.
I've always, people's parents have made Pop-Tarts for me. And I've politely wrapped them up in paper towels and disposed of them when
All right.
nobody was looking. But I never,
How do you
I
do
never
that discreetly?
just sit there until they walk away. And disperse of it.
like,
you know what I'm saying?
what a-
Ask to be excused to the restroom.
Yeah.
Just take it with you.
What a polite guy.
Yeah, I never ever want to be. Oh, I don't eat that because, like, I'm at y'all's house.
Yeah, of
so
course.
I can't make.
Yes, please enjoy our Pop-Tarts.
I'll waste them and go throw them in. The
Yeah, that's when
I
Currency's
probably
gonna-
should have said something.
No, all good.
They could have did something with it.
How did you get to be best friends with Wiz in the first place?
I don't know.
Like, where do you run into him in the first place?
The internet.
For real?
He hit me on like
MySpace or something?
MySpace and was like, yo, like we should do some records. And then
You said no.
I didn't say no, but I'm living in the fog, so I was just like, yeah, I'll do it in a minute, and I forgot. You read things and you think in the midst of smoking that you responded, because I responded with my mind. Like when I read
sure.
it, I was like, word, me and dude probably would make some good stuff. So I thought that I typed that probably teaching this kid karate
Probably.
or something right now. You know what I'm saying? So when we do run into each other, it won't even matter what the distance was or how long we hadn't how long we hadn't chopped it. It'll just be like before we had anything going on and we hung out every day. So that's how you know.
Yeah. Because I feel like there's a lot of like people that probably wouldn't be great friends in the rap industry. Just in general.
I mean, on the outside looking in, it looks like I'm like probably not too good of a friend, because I see like when I look at stuff about us, all they talk about is like I missed the wedding,
well,
and all this kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? But hey.
well,
I mean, to be fair, like we missed the wedding too,
That's
so
true.
like that's fine.
Yeah.
All right,
So
and
we're on the
still
same
good.
level, yeah.
We're still good with all of y'all. So there we have it.
By the way, so every time that we've seen Wiz, he has a fantastic memory.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the same thing?
I think that mine is. I think I might be I might have the better memory.
For real?
Okay.
He's got a really good
might
memory.
have-
Wait, how do you guys
I
have
might
such good
have
memories,
that.
but you guys smoke like all the
Well,
time?
I don't think, because I think that's a misconception. I think what weed does, it might mess up your short term memory.
Gotcha.
Like it means like right, but your stuff that's important, you remember that.
So you're good with faces and names?
Just not in responding to Wiz.
Yo, in my mind, I responded.
Yo, when we first met you, which was maybe during the Stoned Immaculate run, and we did that MTV interview with you
Yeah.
at MTV. Afterwards, you're like, "Yo, what else?"
Gunshot. class. I remember, man. I'm just trying to get these fruit snacks going, man.
Yo, Curren, so
Let's
you know you're our favorite interview. Like you and Bun.
Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Is that why y'all laid out snacks?
Yeah,
y'all
of course.
lay out snacks for everybody else?
This is a food podcast.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So when
Okay.
when Gunplay came up here, we made him sea bass, obviously, right?
And when you
man.
came over, we got you 3 boxes of, snacks for when you're...
Y'all made sea bass for Gunplay and y'all went to the fucking bodega.
Listen, Gunplay's a crazy person. Would you want to mess around with him?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I wasn't gonna raise no hell. I'm good with these, man.
What's happening?
Just chilling out. I'm just
You're just in the neighborhood.
any snacks,
Yeah.
man? Just chilling out. Trying to find a place where I could burn a doobie
All right.
and replenish my snack meter.
Yep.
And I did both of those things here, so I can't complain.
Congratulations on your new album.
Yeah, man. Canal Street Confidential. Any opportunity that I get to tell people about it,
Sure.
I get really excited.
It's your duty to, yeah.
So Friday marks the first time in years
that
people have been able to go to a store and physically purchase my music.
Yeah.
They have a CD in their hand.
Yo,
Does it come with Fruit by the
Usually I'm
Foot?
digital, you know what I'm saying? So, no, it doesn't come with Fruit by the Foot. My next album will be partnered with packages. It'll probably be shrink wrapped in it.
listen, you do one with Wiz, then you do one with Fruit by the Foot.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Man. Absolutely.
No, but the funny thing is, I feel like you're like exactly what the internet sort of demands right now, where you just like, I'll put out a lot of content and I'm going to tour and that's how I'm going to make my money.
That's exactly what I do. And I preach that formula to people when they get a little bummed about the industry. I'm like, yo, what you do is make sure that you put out enough product for these people to hear, and then they want to see you.
Yeah.
They want to see you. When they see you, they're going to want to hear this stuff, so then you get paid then.
And by the way, that's the one thing that they can't like illegally download.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right, like a
There's
personal
no way
experience,
they can't,
yeah.
They can't steal that, so you got to go. Still got to pay you for that.
We've seen you a bunch of times. There was a Complex show like
Yep.
last year in Brooklyn.
Yep, we
There
saw
was-
you in Irving Plaza.
Yeah.
There was a whole like slew of kids who were just like slumped up against the wall like an hour or two before you even started.
But do you remember?
Perfect show.
I'm
Well,
sure.
they don't hydrate themselves properly.
Listen,
You gotta drink. You gotta be, fully hydrated before you come out to one of those events.
You-
especially if you're gonna participate.
you should be sponsored by like Aqua Hydrate or something.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
That's well, hook it up.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here for sponsorships.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to get this special cake thing going. Kellogg's. Let's do it. We're in here. We got the products out here. We got the products here.
Well, what makes a good like food to eat while you're high?
Something that's not gonna dry you out. See, like these are good if you have the proper beverage.
See, I feel like
Granola,
these are good because
salted pretzel chocolate. This sounds like the worst thing,
But
when
the
you're
best.
totally stoned,
Isn't it
but
just
it's a
like-
good flavor? It's gonna be a good experience, but you're gonna have a tough time. Like you're gonna need it.
But isn't it all like bold flavors that you want?
That's what you want.
Okay.
You want something to almost wake you up. You're totally. If you're as torched as I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Kurt, are you-
It's
Currently.
like, so you need something like this. This Fruit by the Foot was just a